Hello everyone and welcome to this video, part 16 in the Basil is a cat series, or Basil is Cætt dal Siextīene. Now in this video we take a gentle look at something you've already been using without thinking about it, noun cases in Old English. Up to now you've been reading and understanding sentences naturally, and this video simply gives names to patterns you already recognise. Nothing new is being added and there's nothing to memorise, not at stage. We'll look at familiar sentences and notice how Old English shows who is doing something, where something is, and where someone is going. Now the aim is not to study grammar, but to make reading feel clearer and more secure as we move toward longer and more authentic Old English texts. So let's make a start. All right, noun cases. What is that? What is that? Hawar is he. Where is he? Up to now, you've been reading Old English without worrying about grammar names. In this video, we gently name something you already understand, noun cases. All right. Nothing new is added. We're just explaining what you've already been seeing. All right, so I might, next one. All right, so let's have a look at something called the nominative. Perhaps I can hide that. Okay, now the nominative, the who. Basil sitter here. Basil sits here. Basil is the subject. Whenever you're dealing with a subject in a sentence, that is in the nominative. That's Basil is the one, the subject doing the action. This form is called the nominative. All right? The nominative, the one doing the action, the subject of the sentence. Okay, let's look at the nominative again. That we've sitter here. The woman sits here. The noun that does the action is in the nominative, so in this case, the we've. And notice the demonstrative out front, that, the. All right. Now, the accusative, the next case. So we have the nominative, and now we have the accusative, the movement object. So Basil gath that house. Basil goes to the house. Right, the house is the whole of movement. This form is called the accusative. It is the object of the verb here. All right? So it is the object of the sentence, the direct object. Basil, the subject in the nominative, verb, accusative. All right? This form is called the accusative, used with movement. Let's have a look. Another case, without motion. Basil loketh thona cat. Basil looks at the cat. The thing affected by the action is also accusative. So Basil is the subject. He's looking, that's the verb, looks at the cat, and the cat is affected by the action. That's accusative. It's the cat is the direct object of Basil looking. All right, it's the direct object of the verb here. Excuse me. All right. Third case, the dative, place, position. Basil sitter on the floor. Basil sits on the floor. Here the floor is not a goal, it's a place. This form is called the dative. Dative with at. Basil stent at Thamhusa. Basil stands at the house. All right. After at, Old English uses the dative. So wherever you see the word at, you're going to find the dative. It's a place, a location. All right, same noun, different case. Basil gath to Thamhusa. Basil goes to the house. To Thamhusa. Basil sitter at Thamhusa. Basil sits at the house. All right, both places. All right, same noun, husa, in the dative. Different prepositions, to, at, different meaning. So to the house, at the house. But husa, the house, is in the dative. And the demonstrative in front of it, the, is in the dative as well. All right, so we have nominative, subject, accusative, direct object, And then we have the dative, which is the indirect object. All right, with, and with in Old English is mid. Basil gath mid tham mena. Basil goes with the people. After mid, Old English uses the dative. Near, which is neich. Basil sitte neich tham deor. Basil sits near the animals. Prepositions often tell us the case. When you see the preposition, you're generally going to get the dative afterwards. All right, very important reassurance here. Thu neer therft fast namen laren. You do not need to memorize these names just yet. So you already understand these sentences. The names nominative, accusative, dative just help us talk about patterns later on. All right. Remember, this is an inflected language. It conveys meaning not so much through word order like modern English going left to right, but it conveys meaning through the grammar, through the nominative, who's the subject, the accusative, the direct object of the verb, the dative, the indirect object of the verb, if you like, or the position, location. Basil sitte on the floor. Thar he gath to Thamhusa. Nu he stent at Thamhusa. Basil sits on the floor, then he goes to the house. Now he stands at the house. If this all felt familiar, that's the point. You've been using noun cases all along. Now you just know their names. So in the next video, we'll do the same thing with verbs. All right. Thuntkthe. Well, maybe I can go back now. Thuntkthe farthamthe ye thas arawa yeshewarden. Thank you for watching this series. Arawa is row, line, so series. Ichem fara lokende to ye seona eo ele on thara nich stan. All right, I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you will, please push the like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. It helps to promote the channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. So take care, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.